All right, well, let's bring our political editor, Chris Uhlmann, in here. Chris?
One of the real concerns that the Labor Party and the Greens have had is that this bill contains coercive powers. So they say that the members of those unions have a law applied to them which does not apply to other Australians. So what if they move to try and amend that?
OK. I disagree with what the Labor Party says. There are basically four things with which the ABCC bill seeks to do. The first is to increase the penalties, because when Labor abolished the ABCC and brought in the Fair Work Building Commission, they reduced the penalties by about 3 times. So we'll look at increasing the penalties, because clearly to date what has been shown is the penalties are of no deterrent effect at all. One of the other provisions of the bill is not to bring back coercive powers. The bill already contains coercive powers, and the current Senate has already voted to extend those coercive powers, but they have a sunset clause. So all we will be doing is saying we need to remove the sunset clause. But Chris, the reason that the Senate put this provision in the legislation in the first place is it's well known within the building and construction industry that people are fearful of their lives and their jobs, and they do not want to give evidence unless they are compelled to do so. So this is, if you're a worker in the building and construction industry, this is actually a protection for you, so that you can come to us to give that evidence in a safe environment and then not have it used against you.
And how do you respond to the criticism that you undoubtedly will get, that you have elevated this bill in the last couple of months in order to get to the position that you're in now, so that it can be used for a trigger to run to an election?
Well, again, I disagree with that, because the government, as you know, responding to the outcome of the Hayden Royal Commission, said that the first order of business for the Parliament, when we resumed this year, would be to reintroduce the Building and Construction Commission bill, which we did in the House of Representatives. The Senate has already had, if it had wanted to, an opportunity to debate these bills, but Labor, the Greens and some of the crossbenchers chose to refer this bill to a committee. Bearing in mind, this bill has already been to a committee several times, and I said at the time, it is a waste of time sending it to a committee, because I can write the report for Labor and the Greens. You are going to oppose the ABCC, and that is exactly what they did. So yet again, deliberate obstruction in terms of bringing the bill on for debate by Labor and the Greens and some of the crossbenchers, and that is why the Prime Minister has today done what he has done. They want an opportunity to debate these bills. They will now have 3 weeks.